Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. And two idiots join the Inquisition. Dark Heresy! Welcome back to another episode of Dark Heresy. As the Imperial Scribe of this vessel, I am elated about documenting the many adventures of Acolyte Andrew Dickinger, Junior Acolyte Kevin Kevinson, and their Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez. When you last left them, Andrew and Kevin successfully boarded the enemy vessel only to have things go horribly wrong. Thanks to a damaged console and strange activities in the warp, our boys lost control of the ship and plummeted down to the planet below. Did they survive their fall? And if so, what awaits them on the surface? After all, a planet doesn't come back from the warp without a few scars. Let's find out.
Yeah, I think that goes there. Fuck.
Did you fix him?
No, stay over there. You're even worse than Jay. A little to the left?
I see lights coming on.
Hey.
Oh, okay. I think that's the spot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to glue that in there.
Oh, glue? Okay.
Yes, it's glue and
You have
nothing else.
Okay, well.
He didn't have glue before. I don't know what that is.
Shut up.
We're alive, right? Well,
I mean, that's an existential question.
Daniel, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not entirely sure if you'd be considered alive.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I've actually literally thought about that and mentioned it
I don't know
before
if
that I'm
anyone's
not
ever
really alive.
Told you this, but you're a floating skull, Daniel. Come here, buddy. I'll give you a hug. It's gonna be okay.
Thanks.
It's gonna be okay.
This is weird. This is awkward.
So it looks like we crashed then.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that we landed gracefully.
No, this definitely looks like a pretty bad crash.
Well, I would hate to see your ungraceful landing.
Yeah, it would be bad. We'd be all dead.
How have you survived this long?
Because I am a master.
He's gonna run out of fate points soon.
And a commander. You shut up, Daniel.
Is that a reference to a data slate?
I don't this whole thing looks completely destroyed, more or less. Is that wall just gone? Could you just see into the planet over there?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it had to go. I mean, it was obvious that its time had come, and
you made a shortcut then.
Yeah, obviously.
Are you trying to hint that you strategically landed this vessel?
That's
in which to create a doorway for us?
That's exactly right.
Wow.
We needed an escape route. We weren't taking the literal escape pods.
You really thought this through. I take back everything I said.
Well, I mean, you must have done a good enough job that the shields are going that we didn't take any actual damage to our wounds from that crash.
That is
somehow.
True. Yeah, that's right. That's I want some gratitude here. You're all alive because of me.
So, what are we gonna do?
Wait a second. I didn't even really think about this at the time because we were crashing into a planet. This is the planet that's being absorbed by the warp, right?
Yeah.
That's what the thing on the computer said, but now the computer doesn't really. I mean,
let me try pushing one of these buttons.
Check. I mean, you'll have to check with the machine spirit in that thing, Tech Priest.
Oh man, can you speak to the machine spirit? I've never seen that happen before.
I can. Also, with regards to the warp storms approaching, you didn't notice all of the flashing night lights on your collar?
Is that what these are for?
Yeah, warnings. As in danger.
I thought they were just kind of like an effect thing. Like, I used to have these shoes that if you ran really fast, they had these lights coming off the back. It was really awesome.
The Inquisitor gave you those?
Well, I mean, somebody else had some, and I borrowed them.
Oh, okay.
I probably should have given them back.
That's called stealing.
What? No, we're all on the same ship. It's more like borrowing.
Borrowing without returning is in fact stealing.
Well, I'm gonna return.
Please, look, give the kid a slight break. Let's not pretend that you haven't stolen anything.
Shh.
Actually, have you stolen anything, or have you just looted bodies?
Whoa.
A little bit of both, I guess. Whatever the situation
We have
demands.
broken into some places. Anyway, so this returns to the question. We're not dead yet. We're going to die soon. What do you think we should do?
Well, we should try and call for help. And then, I guess, complete the mission?
Wait.
Oh,
what?
you're still on the mission, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'd assume that we'd have to do something, right? And then we get a reward for it. Isn't that how the world works?
I mean, I usually get, like, if I finish all my stuff on time, like, I can watch some old data slates and have, like, a cookie or something.
See, he gets it.
That can be, like, a similar situation here?
So you're saying the universe will reward us with a way off the planet if we find the woman we're after?
Whoa,
That's
is that how
right.
it works? Whoa, that's awesome.
Because, like, we're not working for Atris anymore. Like, I don't even give a crap about this job. I just don't want to get absorbed by this planet. I don't know. Maybe that crash messed up my brain a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit different.
Yeah, but Atris never gave us anything interesting anyway, so it's just like, we've been much better off without him, Daniel.
I'm not arguing that point. My program... Look, let's not bring this up again.
All right.
Wait, why? What's wrong?
No, it's fine.
I used
Seems to be some kind of a
I used to be evil. It's a whole thing.
Wait, what? No,
said-
Daniel, there's no way. I hugged you and everything. You used to be evil?
Yeah, I'm not anymore.
Is that... Can you
It's
you
not-
be evil for a small amount of time and then not be evil?
It's complicated, kid. It's complicated.
Oh, wow.
All right, well, I'm going to
Grays
check...
of life.
I'm going to check with the machine spirit on this ship and see if it's even operational.
All
And
right.
if so, if it can send out a distress beacon.
There's going to be a difficult tech use check, -10.
Are you helping me, though, or are you mad at me right now?
I'll help.
That, my friend, is an 8.
All right. You're able to get this working. It looks like pretty much all of the communication systems on this thing are pretty much fried. You could get out like maybe one short message to the custodian, but you're not even going to be able to send like coordinates or anything. You could send a very short message to them, maybe like a sentence. And that's even because you had so many degrees of success that you're even able to do that. Some scanning functions are still available on the ship.
Okay, so first I'm going to scan the planet and see if there's possibly this lady we're after is nearby.
Okay. It looks like their shuttle that landed here on the planet, because your target, Chidori, took a shuttle down to the planet, is about a couple miles away.
All right, well, I mean, you were asking about stealing. Sometimes it's okay.
Like, at what times? How would I know?
Like, we're about to steal a shuttle and leave the planet so we live and don't get swallowed by Demon Planet.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't really sound like stealing. It sounds like an opportunity to board a shuttle that should probably leave. I could probably spin it that way.
Sure, whatever makes you feel better, kid.
Moral relativism. Do we want to send off a message to the custodian?
Is the transmission system portable?
No, it had to be here in the ship.
Okay.
Because I don't know what Captain Kalen's doing up there. They might be leaving.
All right.
I think that's what they were doing last, right?
I'm going to send a short message.
Okay.
I'm going to say, still alive, acquiring new ship, will be there shortly.
That message has been sent. Hopefully they received it.
I mean, I did all I could do. I guess we should start moving towards where that shuttle was.
Daniel, I again want to try to get a feel for the warp around here and see if there's any shady warp kind of entities out there that could be sneaking up on us and stuff. I'm going to use Cinescience. That's a 32. So that means I succeed with 2 degrees of success.
All right. So, as mentioned earlier, this whole planet is pretty messed up, but you are sensing just faint, like, little entities that seem to be, like, surrounding the craft, and more seem to be approaching it.
I think we need to get out of here, like, real fast.
Well, what's the problem?
There's, like, some pretty bad stuff coming from all different sides of the vessel. They're small, but there's a bunch of them. We should probably leave.
Daniel, is there a self-destruct system still intact on the crash ship?
I mean, it doesn't look like this ship has a built-in self-destruct. I mean, you could overload the reactor, though. It's not in a particularly stable state at this point. It actually doesn't seem like it was ever particularly stable on this ship.
Okay. Does it look like the reactor is going to blow even without my help?
I mean, eventually, but you could push it along.
All right.
But wait, if you destroy this vessel, what happens to the machine spirit? Does it go to machine spirit heaven?
So we need to get moving. So you and Daniel need to go that way.
All right. Daniel, come with me.
Let's say self-destruct 2 or 3 minutes after we've left, give or take.
Okay.
And then I start essentially fast
Why
walking.
are you making those noises as you run?
Because we have to go. We have to go right now.
Are we going out the shortcut?
What kind of question is
I thought this was the intentional door that you created.
It is the intentional door, Daniel. We're
Okay.
going that way. It's in the direction of the ship.
All right.
All intentional.
So looking out on the planet, it's most of what you see is red and brown. It's sort of just a lifeless, barren wasteland. In the direction where you would be heading, you actually see a large metal structure. Seems to be just made of like random bits of metal just all flung together, sticking out of the ground like a tower.
Is that where the signal was coming from?
That rough direction, yeah.
Okay, this is, it's not a lot of stuff around here, although I guess this was a planet that was in the warp. Have you ever been on a planet like this before?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I feel better then.
So whenever we get into, like, binocular range...
So the difficulty is you only really see that because it's above the dust storm.
So I use my mechanical arm
Okay.
and grab onto Kevin's shirt, so essentially I don't lose him.
Are you picking me up like a baby cat,
No,
basically?
like literally just my arm pointed backwards. It's like a child leash.
Oh, nice.
Just so that I grab onto you, and then we start pushing into the storm, I guess, towards the spire.
I feel secure.
All right. I'm going to need you guys to make, athletics checks to just sort of fight your way through the storm and not lose time.
Now, is athletics a lot like awareness?
It is not. I mean,
But what if it was like... How about this? If he's the athletic one, and I'm, like, looking around and being like, don't step in that entire pit, because I can see it, because I'm real aware.
oh, you're going to need to make an awareness check, but that's a separate thing.
Damn it. All right, that means I need an 18 or less.
I kind of figured you'd still be
75.
I rolled a 5, so...
Okay.
Now he is holding on to me.
I do have a mechanical limb.
How many degrees of success did you fail by, Jay?
Ooh, so many. Let's see, 6 degrees of
And
failure.
how many did you succeed by?
3.
Okay, so that's not enough.
Couldn't it be like I'm just being dragged on the ground?
Well, no. So, Kevin.
That's my name.
Yes, I'm going to need you to make an awareness check.
All right. I do have pretty good awareness. I have a plus 10. My perception says 53. Oh, boy, that's a 91. Got a big old bunch of dust in my eyes. Ah, I can't see anything.
As you're trying to get the dust out of your eyes, you have lost him in the storm. And as you're sort of wiping dust out of your eyes,
Wait. I want you to look back, and there's like your robot arm where it was. It's just, I found this neat stick of myself that looks like me, and it's just a stick with his arms up, and I like painted like a little face on him while we were
Why
walking.
would you do that?
Because I'm 12.
Is it dark in this storm?
Do you ever see that old data slate? Mad Max Fury Road?
Okay, yes.
Does sound familiar.
Is it that kind of dust storm?
No, it's not quite that level of dust storm.
Are we in a tornado?
There are probably tornadoes on this planet, and maybe there could even be one approaching, but at this point, you're like on the edge of that sort of storm, so
Okay.
the visibility is real fucked.
Because I have goggles and I have thermal vision. So
Oh,
like, I
okay,
can
so
see
that
pretty
probably
far.
helps quite a bit. But hold on. Kevin, you didn't notice anything because your awareness was poor, and then all of a sudden you see a floating skull in the storm, and I assume you think, "Oh, cool, it's my buddy Daniel."
Oh, Daniel, hold on a second. I'll be over there. I got a little lost. Just wait up for a moment.
And you walk towards the floating skull,
Oh, Daniel, I so much dust in my eyes.
and there is a corpse, the rest of a corpse attached to this skull. And it reaches towards you. It's a whirling sort of, it seems to be maybe partially made of the dust itself. And you realize
Whoa.
that this is one of the warp entities that you were feeling as you approach it.
Oh no, too close! It's a stranger! I don't know you!
I need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger. So, as usual, because I'm constantly vigilant, even though I'm apparently an idiot,
Not actually very vigilant.
I roll 2 dice and I take the higher, and I can use my perception bonus. 1 and a 2. Which will I pick? So I have a 6 initiative.
I rolled a 10, which means I have a 13 initiative.
So you've got your thermal imaging on, and you look over, and you do notice Kevin.
A Kevin and something really fucked up in the thermal imager right near.
Yeah, the thermal imaging is completely fucked on this thing. Also, you see that there are actually 2 standing right behind him as well.
Oh, boy.
He's surrounded by 3 of them. You also are both going to have to make fear checks. It's going to be a standard willpower check. It's not that scary, but it is still scary.
All right, willpower.
Skeleton tornadoes.
My
Par
best
for the
ability.
course. Oh, God. Can't seem to make a single roll. That's an 82.
Oh, my God.
I am terrified.
I rolled a 34, which is 2 below my willpower.
Sweet.
Cool, so you're not afraid. You are going to be afraid. How many degrees did you fail by?
I failed by... Oh, that's not 3. So 2 degrees of failure.
So you are not going to get any insanity.
Yay!
Because you didn't get 3 degrees of failure.
I'm just scared regular.
Okay, so you need to roll 100 and add 10 for each degree of failure that you
So I
have.
have to add 20, huh?
Yeah.
That is a 61, so an 81.
81. Panic grips the character. He must flee the source of his fear, if able, as fast as he can, and if prevented from doing so, can only take half actions and is at minus 20 on all tests. Once away from the danger, he must successfully snap out of it to regain control.
Can I put on my spotlights so that he could potentially see them and run my direction?
It would probably be a half action to... No, how's your spotlight built into you?
It's just like part of my harness.
Oh, it's part of your harness? Yeah, you could probably just flip that on. Yeah.
Okay. Because it's no longer has a Kevin attached to it. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming I would just use it as a light at this
You got like a Batman utility belt going on back
I'm a
there.
tech priest, man. They got everything built into that shit.
What do we need? A hairdryer? Got one of these back here. Let me turn that on.
Leather bucket seats. I mean, it's all good.
It's ready to go.
All right, so who's up next?
You are going to be up first, Andrew.
All right, well, I'm going to blast me some warp entities. I'm going to aim at...
All shots are going to be at least minus 10 from the storm.
I figured.
Yeah.
What about melee?
You'll be close enough that the storm won't be disrupting it.
I'm just going to shoot at them because when in doubt, overwhelming firepower is the way to go. So I'm going to fire my bolt gun at them using an aim, so I guess I cancel out the minus 10. It's an 88.
Oh!
It was not good. That was the wrong direction, turns out. Turns out they're really fucking up my thermal vision, and there's just like thermal ghosts all over the place.
So, Kevin, I know you're afraid and you're ready to run, but they're actually all surrounding you, and they're all going to try to wail on you.
Oh, boy.
Okay, that one rolled a 94,
Yay!
and 2 of them are going to claw at you and sort of miss. One of them is going to hit. You can dodge, but you will be at minus 20 because you are so afraid.
Oh, no. I can use my foreboding, which is basically I can use a psychic power to try to dodge. So typically this is a minus 10 to cast foreboding, but now I'm at a minus 30.
Yeah, because it's minus 20 on top of the 10.
Yeah.
So.
The psi rating I do, though, is since I'm psi rating 4 and I'm doing it at a 1, that means typically I would get a plus 30, which would cancel out the negatives. So it's basically just going to make it a wash total.
Okay.
So it's going to be a flat test to do this. Here we go. I need a 43 or lower. That's an 84. Darn it.
Their claws go straight through your armor.
Damn it.
They're attacking your
You
soul.
take 9 rending damage.
Fuck. But my toughness still counts?
Yeah, your toughness still counts.
Go. Well, I'm still taking 6 damage. I'm at 3 wounds. Whee!
Then you see the ones that didn't hit you are...
Run away.
Wishful thinking.
No, okay. They don't run away, but they both rode very poorly. So they're going to take...
Warp stability.
Yeah, they have warp instability.
Yes! They're afraid of me.
If they do not damage or cause insanity on their turn, they take some damage because they are unstable.
Oh, sweet!
And these ones actually are particularly unstable, so they're more unstable than the normal ones, so they take more damage from it.
You don't need to lie, Daniel. It's because I'm crafty. Quick, they couldn't get me. They're scared of me.
You couldn't even dodge with psychic powers.
You let me get attacked by skeleton tornadoes!
You shouldn't have run away from the party.
Fair enough!
All right, now it's your turn, and you're just going to run. There's not really anything you can do to roll. Like, there's not even, like, you're kind of just out of, you just run.
Yeah,
That's all you
yeah.
do.
Ah!
Does he see the lights, though, is the question.
I assume you can run towards Andrew.
Yeah, I run towards the lights.
Yeah.
Because I assume, these are skeleton tornadoes. They probably haven't designed advanced light technology just yet. So I run up to Andrew. There's a skeleton tornadoes over there. And they're scary.
So
now it's your turn.
My arm, grabs an even bigger piece of him.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Firm grip.
Firm grip on top of him. I'm going to start pulling us towards the spire.
Okay.
And then fire backwards as we're moving.
Okay, cool.
So, again, standard aim action, which cancels out the -10. Let's see if I can hit. It wasn't enough.
Okay.
So I miss.
Okay.
They lost us in the storm,
And
right?
the tornadoes
Right.
blow off.
No,
into the
they
rest
are
of
going
the
to use
storm.
their brutal charge ability to get up to you.
Man, got a brutal charge ability.
Yeah, and all three of them are going to attack you, Andrew.
Excellent. It's good. It's real good.
Miss.
You can do this.
Oh, that's a 2, so that's a hit. Unless you dodge, obviously.
I'm going to try and dodge.
Yeah.
I hear if you're lithe, like an orc.
Stop.
I read it in a book somewhere.
It's a bad book.
No, I don't dodge. That's an 85.
Okay, so you're going to take 5 rending damage. It doesn't hit you as hard. It ignores your armor, but does not ignore your toughness.
So I take 3.
And the 2 that failed to hit before also failed to hit again, and their instability may be your saving grace here.
Good plan, Captain, to wear him down by taking hits.
That's right. Oh, God.
That one just failed its willpower. Oh, you guys are having a good day. Well, I mean, you're not having... This is a bad day.
I'm not feeling really good, Daniel. I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, both of them fade away. So there's only one left there. It's
Captain, your plan worked.
You just gotta shine the light in their eyes and show them who's boss.
It's a turn undead situation.
I just had to confuse them so that they weren't sure what was happening.
You now have a go, Andrew.
Well, he's next, actually.
No, I think I'm up next.
Yeah, you're still afraid.
Oh, I can't roll to not be afraid?
Once you're away, the source of your fear is right there.
Ah,
you
dang
can't.
it.
Yeah, you're out.
So Kevinson definitely tries to keep running,
Yeah.
but your mechanical arm just pulls me back.
Yeah.
So I'm scraping against the ground to try to I just want to go a few feet this way, just a couple feet.
So you said they're all point blank to me now, right?
I mean, they're in melee with you now.
I mean, I'm feeling like Shock Maul may be the way to go here.
I mean,
Don't you have to draw it though?
It is the weapon
Or
of
do you have quick
myth
draw?
and
I have
legend.
quick draw.
Oh, you have quick draw. Okay.
Yeah, the myth, the legend, the Shock Maul's coming out, and it's whaling time.
It's gonna have one hell of a name after the end of all of its adventures.
Destroyer.
It's going to be a
Worlds.
relic.
Yeah, it is gonna be somewhere in the Great Halls of Terra.
It had to be the Shock Maul, ladies and gentlemen, because that is a 20
My goodness.
every
Its
time.
legend lives on.
All right, so damage-wise.
Well, it's going to try to dodge.
Oh, yeah, well...
It does not.
Well, it takes 11 impact damage,
Whoa.
and it has to test for shocking.
That should be your catchphrase in combat and out of combat. If you surprise someone, test for shocking.
Okay.
Damn it.
From Beyond protects them from a lot of things, but it doesn't protect them from being shocked.
That's right. That's right, demon
Of course
motherfuckers.
it doesn't. It's a weapon of myth and legend. Nothing stands up to the shock ball.
Well, it's got to make a toughness check, so
I'm going to name it Mjolnir, or Meow for
it
short.
passes its toughness check, so
Damn
it doesn't get shocked.
How am I feeling? Still terrified?
So I do that and then continue to backstep, essentially.
Okay, cool.
towards the spire.
Well, it's just going to fly towards you again, and actually now it's going to go after the child.
No!
It's feeding on your fear. It rolled a 90.
Woohoo!
Your fear is not very delicious, I guess. It misses, which means warp instability, which means... Good job, Kevin. You killed it, I guess.
I did it! I conquered my fears!
Man, we are so good at fighting warp shit.
Whew! Who said demons were hard, right? High five, Captain!
And we try to high five and we just miss horribly.
Because we still can't see anything in this storm.
I can see, but you can't, so you just swing in a random direction.
I'm not even looking at you. I'm just swinging.
I'm like, my arm is holding onto you. How do you not know where I am?
This storm is very disorienting. somewhere Korn is like face palming, like, oh god, stupid tornado skeletons.
I mean, do I even feel like I need to punish them for 10,000 years? Like, I feel like that was punishing.
So technically, you have not snapped out of your terror yet. You need to make a willpower check.
Okay, here we go. Do I have any negatives to this?
No, just standard willpower check.
Okay. All right, that's a 96. I'm still scared, but I feel victorious. It's a real confusing mixture of feelings.
The thing is, every minute or so, you can make the check again to snap out of it, so you'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
But
it's almost as if someone will have to be like a very calming influence on me to like talk me down out of my fear. If only I had some sort of parental-like guidance nearby. Daniel?
You motherfucker.
It's okay, buddy. It's going to be okay.
You think? I mean, those things are real scary. I mean, sort of.
I mean, they're gone now.
They're
probably.
They're confusingly not scary, but scary at the same time.
They scratched my soul. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't see any damage on my armor, but, like, my insides feel funny.
It's okay. They're gone now, and they won't come back. I mean, we can't see them anyway. Make your roll to see if my bad job is...
87. For some reason, a floating skull that seems to be reminding me of something terrifying that I just experienced.
Yeah.
All right, so we keep moving towards closer to the spire, and how much closer do we get before we maybe run into something or like the storm breaks or anything?
There is sort of a blue, translucent field that you see as you're approaching the spire.
And like a power field type
like
of
a power field, yeah. And it's surrounding a landed shuttle.
So we get to about the edge of the power field. We're still technically partially in the storm, I guess.
Yeah.
And I look down and I put my hands on Kevin's shoulders and I'm like,
yes, Captain?
it's time to put up or shut up, Kevin.
Okay.
You need to get your shit together.
Get my shit together. Okay. And he rolls for another willpower check. That's an 11.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That was a real strong motivator. You know what? You're right. I need to get my shit together. I got nothing to fear of these goofy demons. You hear me, demons?
Let's not do that.
Bring it on.
No, let's stop.
Come after
Stop.
Kevin Kevinson, the
Stop.
unkillable.
No, stop. Let's not egg them on.
No, it's too much?
Too much.
Oh, okay.
So your yelling has not seemed to have attracted demons as of yet.
Oh, good.
But it has attracted... there are pale faces that are now at the edge of the power field looking out at you guys in the wastes.
Hello.
There are 4 of the Varkava scavengers.
Hi there. We're trying to get out of the storm.
Captain, I think these are the ones that were on that ship, remember?
Yes, I know.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, we're trying to get out of the storm. Can you let us in?
They're looking at each other and talking to each other.
Can Kevin Kevinson make a scrutiny check? To
sure.
kind of judge and see if maybe they, like...
Yeah,
don't recognize us or haven't been given any warning about us, you know, just so, like, are we on a bad terms to begin with or not? So I need a 53 or lower. God, 95. You
got no idea.
Freaking storm, man.
One of them approaches, says,
Who are you?
I'm Andrew. This is Kevin, and that's Daniel.
Hi.
hey.
Our ship went off course, and we crashed about a couple kilometers back. And these weird things started forming around the ship, so we just walked this direction because we saw the tower above the storm.
What do you know about the destruction of our mothership?
I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think that was the mothership exploding.
Oh, no. Man, what was that really loud sound?
Yeah, was that...
Probably like a planet volcano.
Was that like artillery or something?
You're going to need to make a roll on these guys.
Unfortunately, I am not trained in this, and it's off a fellowship for Deceive, which mine is only a 24, which means I need a 14 or less for this.
If it makes you feel any better, those spirits you just fought have 9 fellowship. It shouldn't. It has nothing to do with what's going on.
It doesn't make me feel better at all.
They can't really make a lot of friends.
I mean, were we trying to be friends with them? I got
Man, what
excuse me. They have 7 fellowship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, big difference.
Yeah.
They can't even be friends with each other.
Nope, 59.
Can I try to lie?
Sure.
I said it might be a planet volcano.
So my eyes are already looking shifty.
Fellowship, which I have a 28. Then I'm not trained. Here we go.
18 or less. No.
No. That's a 65. So we failed. What happens?
So a part of the ship like explodes and like debris is flying like everywhere. Like there's so much debris, like it's in the storm. That storm's even more dangerous to be in now. And a pretty large chunk of a computer console like sort of lands right next to you. A voice is coming from it. It's part of the communications terminal. And it says, this is Captain Kalen. We got your message from the Varkava ship after you boarded it. We will be trying to hold an orbit as long as we can.
It's a demon. It's speaking lies. We gotta destroy it. And I just start kicking the metal box in the console.
Well, this is awkward. So we're here for your shuttle.
Real quick, where is your shuttle? Just curious.
One of them points back.
Oh, thank you. This is really helpful. So,
We just start walking that direction.
No, it's like within the sort of power field that they're in.
Is it like a one-way or is it like a full field?
It's mostly just keeping the debris out. Like they can let it down to let you in, but they have not let it down to let you in.
We can't like actually like pass through it.
You can push your way through it, but it's like an awkward, like weird membrane that you sort of go through. This isn't quite normal force field technology. It's some weird Varkava something or other.
Okay, so
they must have developed this to keep out the dust storms.
So we start walking around the perimeter closer to the
Are they still
ship?
like just confused about what to do right now?
They're walking, they're just following you as you walk around, and one of them says,
Are you fighters?
Yeah, I mean, we know how to fight. I mean, have you met somebody that doesn't know how to fight in this universe?
Not for long. We...
and they're now chatting amongst each other again. You can make a scrutiny check to try to figure out what's going on here.
I'm going to do that as well.
Because clearly, like...
Oh my gosh, an actual good roll. It's a 49.
You don't have good rolls. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is madness. It must be the warp. Yeah, I pass.
I don't.
Okay.
It was close, but no cigar.
So they seem to not only be kind of intimidated by you, because not only did you apparently blow up their entire ship, you're also, you look kind of dangerous compared to these guys. Like, you saw these guys earlier. They're not the best fighters in the world, but they seem to be, your scrutiny seems to be saying they're very worried about something, and it's not you. You're also, like, with your scrutiny, you're looking around like, this looks like it's all the people that are here are right here. You don't see anybody else, but you know Chidori has to be here somewhere. When you were looking at the scans of the shuttle, the log when it went down, it said it came down with 15 people. You're only seeing these few guys right here.
Okay.
So I noticed that they might be a little bit scared of us.
Yeah.
So Kevinson steps out and like goes to kind of clear his throat. Hold on, Captain. I've got something in my throat. Give me a sec. And he casts spontaneous combustion out of his throat, like to look like he's fire breathing into the sky.
Okay.
to kind of intimidate these
them,
guys.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna do it at its absolute lowest because I'm not trying to do anything. So psi rating of like 1.
Okay.
It's already a plus 10
Okay.
to cast, so that's a plus 40. So I gotta really botch this sucker, and I almost do with an 89, but I pass. So I just blow fire into the air.
They sort of are backing away from you now.
You gotta take care of that indigestion.
Yeah, sorry. It just, sometimes I just cough out bouts of fire.
Two of them have drawn guns, and one of the other ones is trying to gesture to them to put their guns down.
So I grab him and grab you, Daniel.
Yeah,
and
that's me.
I like push us through the membrane.
Yes.
I didn't really have anything in my throat. I think these guys are scared, but like of something else?
Yeah,
maybe?
I mean, I got that they're scared, kid. A couple of them just drew guns, but
No, not of us. I think. Notice how they're looking around? I think they're worried about something else.
I look at them and I look at the ship, and then I remember the scan on my arm reader, and I'm like, should be a lot more of you guys. Like, is there something else going on here?
And so you're looking, and you see that the field extends not only around the shuttle, but also you're at the base of this spire, and there's a hole like sort of blown into the side of it. Also, I need you guys to make... what kind of knowledge check would this be?
Would it be of the warp?
Would it be Xenos?
It would be of the warp, not...
Sweet! I actually have a plus 10 to knowledge of the warp. It's the only thing Kevinson knows. I need a 40 or lower. Oh my gosh, it's a 16.
Cool, that was a really great use of your good rolls.
This is a building. The end.
No, okay, so it's not a building. You're looking at this thing, and it's a bizarre melding of, like, metal of all sorts of kinds, like, shoved together. And you're looking at it more, you're recognizing that there's parts of, like, spaceships built into it and stuff, and you realize this doesn't seem to be a thing that happens, but this seems to be actually a Space Hulk that is in a planet.
What?
Now, normally Space Hulks are so big that they sort of like destroy a planet if they run into them, some of them.
Gee,
but-
how could I think of a Space Hulk being worse than a Space Hulk? Maybe if it was in a demon planet?
Yes, you have heard of Space... You just are like, oh, I've heard of this. I know what this is. This is a Space Hulk. And for... I don't know...
I played a game of this once. I mean, it feels like it's probably going to be a lot more scary in real life, but there's these things, they're called like Space Hulks, and they're...
Wait, so then, like, you say that, and as soon as you say that, it hits me, and I go, oh, no.
You know what a Space Hulk is, right?
Yes.
Did you play that game? It was pretty fun. There's like monsters
No,
that are
I
trying
mean,
to get you.
more like the real kind.
Okay.
Essentially, a bunch of derelict ships smash into each other and form even bigger ships, and they're filled to the brim with monsters. Like, one of the worst places you could go.
Wait, like, so there's gonna be like more of those skeleton tornado things?
No, far worse. Do you see my
Like
metal leg?
really big tornadoes?
Do you see my metal leg?
Yeah.
Like, what caused that but worse?
Well, what caused that?
I don't speak of it anymore.
Okay. I'm real uneasy about this. Is there any way that we can maybe just like take off in that shuttle?
Both of our pilots are in this structure.
Fuck! I should have taken that class, man.
You really should have.
I didn't take that course, and it's just
we
fucking us up.
recently...
He's pretty decent at landing or crashing, I guess, but takeoff, I don't know.
This anomaly has just recently appeared on the planet, or at least on our scans, and we sent in a scavenge team to find valuable artifacts. They have not returned.
Okay, well,
Yeah, because you sent him into a Space Hulk, and I know a lot about him. There's like monsters in him and stuff.
okay, so we're gonna just like brass tacks this here. Okay, you four are coming with us. We have to go in. We have to get your pilots out like pronto because everything that's happening with this anomaly is just gonna get worse.
Wait, do you think like it could be happening because of the Space Hulk?
Definitely, it could have a large part to do with it.
Daniel, I'm gonna do another Cinescience. I want to
Okay.
try to like kind of feel out this Space Hulk.
The edge of the Space Hulk
Yeah.
that just happens to be protruding through
Yeah.
layers of sediment that it's
Yeah.
accumulated through mass.
That's a pass. That's 34. That's almost 2 degrees of success. Just one.
All right. You're feeling inside the Space Hulk. There are definitely demonic beings in there, but it's the feeling that you get more than anything is that it's chaotic. It's constantly changing and shifting, and nothing's really staying in place. You actually feel like some of the you feel some beings, and then you feel some of them like get shoved out, but then like they split into two. You feel like some of these things are dying inside, and maybe there seems to be a battle at least going on in there. Is what you're detecting.
So I've got some news about the Space Hulk. Just, so there might be some demons in there. Slight addendum, they might be moving around a lot, so I can't really tell where they are. Additional final addendum, they might be at war. So we might be stepping into a demon-infested, war-ridden Space Hulk.
Why did we sign up for this mission?
I thought it would be really fun.
Yeah, well, welcome to my life. All right, I guess we're going in this. Are you guys ready? And I point to the dudes.
They are not super ready, but the one that speaks Gothic better than the other one says,
The two people in order to fly the ship are Vivastar and Chidori.
Kevin, I'm just gonna lean on this one. Maybe we should, Chidori, she sounds like a real capable pilot. We should pick her up. That's my thought.
Yeah, that I prefer getting both. I think we can lean more towards Chidori if possible, but if we can get both, that would also be good.
It was her idea to come here in the first place.
She wanted to come to a Space Hulk demon planet?
Well, she was the one who wanted to inspect the thing for more relics.
I mean, you're gonna have relics involved in a Space Hulk. There's always relics, but it's like, give and take. I mean, how much are you willing to risk? I mean, come on. But I mean, we gotta go down there, so we're going down there.
Oh, man.
All right,
Okay.
neither of you know how to pilot a shuttle?
I know how to pilot ground craft. Getting us off the ground and into orbit, that's gonna need some nice rolling.
I mean, I feel like you know how to crash pretty well, too. Do you think you could, like, crash us into space?
Unless we're actually in the warp and crashing up is a thing, which I'm not even sure it is, then no.
You hit that shield button pretty well, though, so I mean, kudos.
All right, we're going down. Here we go.
And sort of, you look up into space. And normally when you look up into space, it just sort of looks like space. There's not really much atmosphere. The atmosphere is weird on this planet. You just sort of see the blackness of space. It isn't blue or anything. You see some dust. But you see up in the blackness of space, but also you see sort of a whirling, writhing, sort of purple, red, chaotic, like, thing that's heading towards the planet.
Wait. Out of the warp? Because I know we're near the warp, right? Is it coming out of the warp?
No, the warp
Like the
is
raw
coming
essence of the warp.
Oh, so the warp is starting to break through into the materium and reaching for the planet.
Yes.
Literally,
we need to probably move real fast.
Literally, all the lights that normally like blink on his collar, they're solid color at this point because they're blinking so rapidly that there's no blinking anymore.
Like disco lights, like
It normally would be that, but now they're just solid color because they're blinking so rapidly that you can't even tell that they're blinking anymore.
This is bad, right? You said this is like the bad thing that happens on my collar.
All right, we're going right now. We got to go. Daniel, I don't think I have you equipped to go into a space hulk. I'm going to have to make some adjustments.
Okay, the warp anomalies in there, bananas.
All right, I'm going to shut you down and hopefully align you so you can maybe find our way out.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to this grim dark tale. What nightmares await our boys deep within the bowels of that space hulk? Tune in next week to find out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as game master. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it seems that these acolytes made a board game called Mortals. A cooperative game where players take on the roles of fallen gods, battle monsters, and collect sweet loot. The board game is going to Kickstarter on October 17th. I'd certainly check it out. If you'd like to download more episodes of Roll to Seize or check out other similar podcasts, head over to partialarc.com. You can email these morons any questions at rolltoseize@gmail.com. Of course, you can always follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at partialarc. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to leave a rating and review on iTunes. You could win our Space Hulk Emergency Kit. It's a gun and a bullet. Goodbye.